Have you ever gone to a pre-release event and struggled to gather up all of your stuff when you're moving from table to table between matches? Or have you ever sat around there early thinking, wow, I'm really just waiting for this event to start and nothing's happening. I wish I could play some Magic with someone. I wish I brought my cards with me. Or, hey, this round is going really long. I finished super quick with my game. I want to play a quick pickup game of Jumpstart or something else like that in between. This video is for you. So this is the Academic 266 XL, which I have reviewed on a couple other videos. Actually, there's a lot of great uses for it from the Kickstarter from Tulare Community College, the professor. I'm going to show you how I designed or how I'm deciding to use it for taking a not really a pre-release kit because that name's already taken, but a pre-release pack, maybe pre-release box, whatever you want to call it, to the pre-release event. This weekend is the Lord of the Rings pre-release, so I'm excited to go there, and this is what I'm going to be taking to my local game store. You can use it for a draft kit as well. If you want to go just to a draft and you want to have, it's the same concept. It works in multiple approaches, and you can certainly customize this yourself, find what works for you, but this is how I'm using it. The one thing is it doesn't, of course, carry a playmat inside of it, but I do have a playmat, obviously in a holder right here, and it's very easy to just pick it up and take it with you. So that's not a huge problem. Can't have everything, of course, but you can have just about everything in this. So let me show you inside here, and if you haven't seen this on the inside, there are a lot of pockets, so stay tuned for everything. So first things first, I have an insane amount of dice on the top here. Way too many dice, but you can never have too many. If you have +1 counters, or you need all different kinds of counters, or just want to use it as like a token to represent something, you can do that. I've got some top loaders underneath here too, in case you pull that really awesome rare card. Maybe you pull the 1 of 1 ring. You're definitely putting that in a top loader right away. Also, for those in-between moments, like I mentioned, I've got a full commander deck right here. I've even got my tokens for it. This deck has a lot of tokens, so actually I'm using part of one of the drawers inside here for some more of the tokens, but most decks don't have as many tokens as this particular deck has. It's a Zada Goblin token deck, so I have like one of every Goblin art card. It's a thing. it's my problem. But then over here, I've got Jumpstart decks, and these are in Cubamajigs, also a Kickstarter. I've reviewed the Cubamajigs and Potamajigs on my channel too, but I did one of each from one of each color from Jumpstart 2020 and Jumpstart 2022 for 10 total. So you can grab a whole bunch of packs and just have fun with it and play. If you need some pickup games or you want to play after or before or whatever, you're good to go. And then over here, I've got my land station. So as I'm building a pre-release deck, I've chosen lands that I myself enjoy. They're all in here, some full arts, some shiny ones, whatever. I've got a lot of good options in there. And then I do have also a full pack of 50 sleeves that are still in a package here that I can use for at least sleeving up my deck, which it's a 40 card deck in a pre-release sealed event. So this will definitely have all of the sleeves you need and then some. You can also, of course, customize any of these items if you need more of one thing. So if you want to take even more sleeves, if you want to sleeve up every single card that you get, that's totally fine. You might be a little pressed for time in between rounds, but hey, it's an option if you want to. So I'll slide that back in there. Now inside here, I've got, and again, these are some of the places you could add some more of those things if you wanted. Oh, also I should mention, if you don't put these in Cubamajigs, you can fit 10 Jumpstart packs without Cubamajigs from left to right in here, and then you still have a section on the side. You can fit at least like 50 more sleeves in there, so another option. Inside here, I've got my 2 oversized dice that I use for life counters. You can use anything for it. Some more of those tokens that I mentioned. I always like to keep this in my little Kickstart backer thing signed by the professor. And then I have like the little like reference card and then a rules reference card for like pre-release or sealed deck building, as well as, if you have a new player or someone that you bring along, you've got those awesome pieces of reference as tools for them to help them out. And speaking of bringing someone along, I'm actually going to be bringing a friend along to the Lord of the Rings pre-release event. And I also have in here a land station for them. So both of my land stations, the one I have for myself, if for whatever decks I end up building, whatever colors I end up pulling and building a deck around, I also have in here same amount of lands for them. I have 20 of each basic land. You can, of course, have less and you'll have more room. Usually you do about 17, roughly, more or less, depending on the type of deck, but that's got me covered, definitely, for enough of each basic land. So the great thing also that I love about this, speaking of all these dice, if you haven't seen my other video where I do the shake test, oh man, yeah. You can just shake this up, move it all around. Everything's still in there. I love it. It's so good. So that is my draft kit, pre-release pack, whatever you want to call it, for to take to your local game store and have an amazing time drafting. Have fun, everybody. Have fun with your pre-release packs. May each of you open the one of one ring. And I know that's not possible. Figure that out. We'll see you in the next one.